I'm the chair of the General Synod Worship Committee. There would be a couple of underlying principles that have really guided our work together. The first principle would be scripture-centric, that we do understand that the scriptures are a vehicle for God to speak to us, and that we can hear a new thing as we gather together and listen together. So we want to keep coming back to that gift and that resource that has been given to us. The second guiding principle would be that creation of sacred space. So we're gathering in a conference facility. We're not gathering in a church. The timing of General Synod doesn't allow us to go out into churches at any point for our worship. So we felt a really strong sense of responsibility in shaping our meeting room into a house of prayer and a place of prayer. And our primate was really adamant right from the beginning that there not be a divide between now we're at prayer and now we're doing the business of the church. That the business of the church and the prayer of the church become one piece, and that sense of being gathered in sacred space is part of how we can accomplish that. And then the third piece that kept leaping out for us as we kept reflecting on those pieces of scripture that talk about witness. We saw this ongoing theme of encounter, that we're invited to have an encounter with God. And then we're invited to do something about that. We're invited to bear witness. So how do we keep making that opportunity possible for that encounter? And how do we make the connection between encounter and a life of service, a life of witness? I think that there would maybe be two main challenges. The one is that this is an enormous multi-year undertaking to put General Synod together. And so there are a lot of people involved on a lot of different levels. And making sure that the communication is happening between all of those different pieces is I think the number one challenge. And related to that challenge is the challenge of, this is my first time doing it. And so I don't always know what all of the other pieces are. So you'd almost want a couple of goes at at doing a job like this, just so you sort of get the hang of it. We really have been attentive to the blessings of what has been passed along to us. The prayer and the scriptures, the stories, the ritual, the sacrament, that we're really basing our worship in those gifts. However, the new piece is what happens when God gathers these people together in this space for this work. And so we're not about being innovative, but we are asking everybody to be really attentive to the new thing that God is doing in our midst, because we've never been together in this space as these people doing this piece of work before, and we trust that when we use those gifts that have been passed along to us so faithfully by the people who have gone before us, and when we use those gifts, that we'll all walk away also with having felt like we've heard something new, seen something new, experienced something new. We all know that there are some difficult conversations in front of us. We know that different people of faith see those questions in different ways. But we share a common calling, and there is one Lord, one faith, one baptism. I think we need to be really attentive in our worship and in our gathering to what our witness is coming out of those difficult conversations, because it could be a really powerful witness for a world that's full of division and full of difficult conversations. And if we can have those conversations in a way that bears witness to God's love, then that is a powerful offering.